Good morning, guys. It is a cold one today. I know it doesn't look it, but it is. All the waters are freezing. It's a high, I think it's 38 degrees. I guess it's the afternoon, it's 12 o'clock. I'm gonna go check on our chickens. So we had some chickens experiencing a really bad molt and also getting picked on. And so we put them in the little garden to just have at it. I made them a makeshift coop, which isn't that great, but it is what it is. Hi guys. So here they are. We're already doing better. Like that one and that one, they're growing feathers back. That's what I like to see. The little garden. It was 7 degrees this morning. These guys are all wanting out to free range. I'll let them out. Hey, Flashy. What are you doing, baby? Hey, come on, everybody. We put 10 chickens in here and then woke up the next day with 14. Apparently 4 of them decided it was a good idea to be in here too. And they were perfectly healthy birds. They are doing good in here. Still lots left for them to clean up, but they have done some good, serious damage already. Oh no, the gate. They're escaping. This is the exact same day, like 30 minutes later. I just got back from town, but now I'm gonna go milk the cow. Actually, first I'm gonna go, sorry for my bucket traveling, check on the greenhouse because it got down to 7 degrees last night. 7 degrees, people. We're at that stage in life. I didn't put a heater in the greenhouse and I wanted to see what would survive down to that cold. Oh no! I already know the answer. Nothing. Nothing would survive down to that cold. Blast. All right. I'm thinking, though, that if I pull these tomatoes off, like right now, I'll go milk the cow and then I'll come back and pull all these tomatoes off, pop them into the freezer. Maybe I can make something out of them. Old Faithful over here. Looks like she survived. My pumpkin on a stick. I have talked about this in every greenhouse video because I'm so pumped up for this. She didn't die, people. She didn't kick the bucket. Look at her. She's got her pumpkin still. She's looking a little sad, but she's still got flowers. Must be her location because right next to the wall. She's safe over here by this. I don't know. Maybe she will survive. The people are looking sad and mushy and gross. Should have just put a heater in here. Oh well. I did actually want to see how cold it could get in here without putting one in here and things surviving. 7 degrees. That's the answer. 7 degrees. Some of these tomatoes don't look awful. The tomatoes themselves, I think I can salvage if I use them up like now. We do warm back up and we are supposed to get some snow this week, but now I gotta rip everything out of here. Compost. I got a pepper this year. One lousy pepper. I would have got way more if I would have just put a dang heater in here, but next year I'm going to start my peppers way early in the house. Then I'm going to bring them out here and then I'm going to plant them. And I started my peppers late. I think I started them not till April, which is a bad mistake when you live in such a cold climate. Lessons learned. Beets are all looking kind of sad, but they'll bounce right back. They'll be fine. Same with the carrots. Carrots too, but onions, I think I need to get them out. The rest of them, chop them up, preserve them up. Kale, she'll be fine. Let's go milk the cow. Are you coming in? That would be good of you. Are you? We are supposed to be breeding her next month, and I just have like a fear because of everything that went wrong this last time. And we artificially inseminated her. It took on the first try last year. I know it might not take on the first try this year. Shooting for another September calf. And honestly, I'm just scared. Our friends of ours, our cow mentors, were like, we need to get a pelvis area inside or check to make sure that it wasn't like a problem on her end with the calf. And if it was, then you can't have a cow that can't give birth, a milk cow that can't give birth. So I'm just like, Lord willing, hoping it's not that, because I can't deal with that option right now. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with my milk cow not being able to be a milk cow, you know? I had talked to our artificial inseminator on the phone after we lost our calf and had to go through that. If you missed that whole video, it's, hi. I have a little one over here looking. He might get freaked out. I'll do it slowly. When she bred her, she didn't feel anything too narrow. And she says, I always tell my clients that if there is something too narrow, tell them against breeding. She goes, and I didn't feel anything. So that makes me encouraged, and she'll be the one breeding her again this year. I guess with that said, I shouldn't be too scared for that problem, but it just is like, ugh. And I know with heifers, problems like that it happens extremely often. And what we went through, at least we were able to get the calf out and the mama survived. It could be a lot worse. I know that. But at the same time, it's still traumatizing for your first time doing it. And luckily we've had minimal things with this guy. We dealt with a case of scours, which was pretty easy to deal with. That's that. Flashy, what are you doing out here, huh? You just getting so adventurous? Your father would not like this. Flashy. He's like, I am a barn cat now, apparently. He's not. Don't be fooled. That's kind of where I'm at. We got to get her bred. We got to do it. What's the point of having a cow if we don't breed her? But at the same time, I'm fearful. That's my janky chicken coop back there, my chicken hospital. My tarp looks like it's blowing away. I need to fix that. There's Flashy. What are you doing? So I'm a little fearful of it, and I need to get over my fear and just trust the Lord that it's going to work out and everything's going to be okay, because I feel like we didn't come down this road for no reason. So, right, Flashy? That's that. Got to get her bred, got to schedule it, got to get it done, got to do it, because we got to have a milk cow, because now it's just part of our life. Flashy poo-poo, what are you doing? Could I baby in because you're freezing? Are you the frozen chosen? You are. Let's go inside. Now it's time to strain the milk and get the milk in the freezer. Put it in the freezer for about an hour. I set a timer because if you forget it, your jar's most likely gonna explode and milk's gonna be all over your freezer. At that point, at least it's frozen. Let's get this strained, put in the freezer. I have come up with 2 problems with my jars, my new awesome jars. One is this. The cream is impossible to get out. So if you want to skim butter off or just to have some cream in your life. And also you gotta have a really small funnel to get the milk in the jar, which isn't that big a deal. But the cream thing is kind of annoying because I really just want to be able to do that. So I'm pouring it into this jar and get some cream. But you can't have both. You either pour it into a 1/2 gallon mason jar so you can ladle out the cream, or and deal with the difficulty of pouring, or you deal with having a smaller bottleneck jar like this, which I love because it's super easy to pour, and they still get really nice and clean in the dishwasher. So That's a win in my book. But you do have to use a smaller funnel. This old one is the only one I have. Solution to this would be to pour and strain the milk first into your half-gallon jar. Get the cream off and then put it in there. I don't take all the cream, so that way it's still good milk for you. So there you have it. That's what I got to say. I'm gonna also tell you today, before we go, about my pantry. I'm just so pumped up. I've never taken you in there because it's been a freaking disaster. But today, it's not. Well, yesterday, I worked my tail off. I was like, all right, there's some big projects around the house, just like some big cleaning projects of rooms that are just for storage, and they just get out of control. But I wanted a room for storage, like a pantry, for actually a pantry purpose. But instead, we put tools in there, we put craft things in there, we did all the things. But then when we needed it for daily use, it was like impossible to get into. So we cleaned the whole thing out. Well, I did. And I took everything out of there, put it in the kitchen and in our laundry room, which is right beside our kitchen, and cleaned the whole thing out. Walls, everything, scrubbed it all clean. It's so clean. Now it's not renovated, but it will be one day. Actually, it won't even exist one day. Our kitchen is an L shape, like that, which is fine. But I wish I had some more space. We're gonna blow out the pantry in the meantime, but don't worry. There's a U spot in between our house, we're in the old cabin now. It has the old cool wooden ceiling. Those cool wooden ceilings carry through the pantry. So this will be one big huge square of a kitchen. And then between the new build and the old build outside, there's like a square shape. And we will now make that not so awkward looking outside and build our pantry there. I'll show you. So then it makes a little sense. This is right off the kitchen. Not much going on here. We have one freezer. Could use about 5 more. It was way more packed out, and I went nutso in here and got rid of a bunch. So there is what I'm talking about. You see there, this open spot outside this window? That is where I would like to extend this pantry. Well, not extend it. Rip. Here's the cool ceilings. They go all the way through the kitchen. We would have a really awesome pantry, and it's big enough to do a walk-in fridge is what I'd really want to do. Half pantry, half walk-in fridge. That'd be awesome. And then where I'm standing would be part of the kitchen, and I would really love that. My dream is this area under these steps. This goes up to our twins' room, but this area, I'd love to do like a cute desk area with a desktop where we could do homeschool, and I would really like it to be a part of the kitchen because that's where we do school anyway. So thanks for following along with us, guys. I hope you don't get to fully appreciate this because I was too embarrassed to show you the before, but now you see it, and I love it, and I love it so much. It's so easy to find stuff. See you next time. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.